Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be giving you guys loads of information, taking you through the process of how to purchase a home or the steps of buying a home. So if you are interested in this video, of course just keep on watching. Now I will say that I am no professional. I don't know everything. Some stuff I'm still learning and I'm still kind of confused on, but this is the process that we had to go through in order to move on into this beautiful house that we're in right now. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the video. Okay, so if you guys are familiar with my channel, then, and also you guys will probably hear my kids. I feel like I say that in every video, but just FYI, they are in their rooms watching TV, playing, so just throwing that out there. If you guys are familiar with my channel, then you probably have seen my how to buy your dream house for free video. And I will say, when I made that video, I did give you guys a lot of information in that video as well. And in there, I talked about taking a home buyer's assistance class, which was so helpful to us. A lot of banks actually require that you take the home buyer's assistance class if you're a first-time home buyer, and then some banks might not require you to take it at all. But I was told about the class through Facebook and through a coworker and a family member. So a coworker actually told me about a similar class, and then it just so happened that a family member or a family friend told us that they just got out of the class and bought a home as well. So I went ahead and went online and I typed in the website, which is in affordable housing. I don't know, that's for Arkansas, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's in different regions or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure every state has a class or a website of the same similarity or whatever. So just do your research on that. But I typed in the website, and on there I was able to book a class. So the classes are every other Saturday, and I believe for one person it's $50, and if you're married it's $75. Basically that fee is what covers them doing a credit check. So when you go to the class, we kind of had already an inside look on the class because we had already talked to the instructor personally, and he had already ran our credit, blah blah blah. So we kind of a little bit ahead of the game before we got to the class. We tried to purchase a home, not even purchase a home, but we tried to get pre-approved and just start the process a year ago in 2017. I think it was in January, but we never went further, and we just thought it was the process just seemed too hard, and we didn't really know what to do. So a year went by, and around February of 18 we decided that we wanted to go ahead and take this class and begin our process because it was just time. I feel like we were outgrowing our apartment. Okay, so another little backstory. I was a leasing agent and assistant manager of an apartment community where I live for 3 years, and while you are holding that position, you get concession rent, I think is what it's called. So basically you live there for free as long as you work there. So I took advantage of that for 3 years, and my kids are now 7, 4, and 2, and it was just time for them to get out of an apartment to be able to play and have a yard and their own rooms. So that's what really prompted us to go ahead and start the process again. In the class there was presenters there, there was a mortgage lender there letting us know the mortgage end of it, and then there were realtors there also letting us know the realtors end of it, and then they also gave out brochures and packets of the building company that we went through actually. They gave us homes that they had in different areas and the availability and all of that stuff, and it just so happens that they were in our area. We had no idea, right across from a school. So it was like super awesome, and I just feel like it was such a blessing. And yeah, so we left the class with so much valuable information. Go back and watch that video if you want to hear a little bit more about it. So now we're going to get into after the class. I got all of my things together here. So this is the binder that I used during our process, and some people use a 3-ring binder or like a accordion or whatever. You can use whatever you need to use to keep all of your things together. This is just some things. This is not where we keep obviously all of our important information. So we left that class the day, and that day we left the class, we actually went to one of the areas that it was in our neighborhood, sort of. It's about 3 miles from where we were staying before, and I didn't even know they had a new subdivision out here. And like I said, it's right across from a school, and we looked at 2 floor plans while we were here, and then we went to another area that's a little bit a different way that they had near us, and we looked at 1 floor plan out there, and that floor plan kind of sold me in the other area that we were thinking about, because they had a mud room in the house. And everybody, well, a lot of you don't know, but I always wanted a mud room, especially because I have kids and we have backpacks and shoes everywhere all the time. So that house I was sold on. That's the house that we were going to go for. But then my heart just kept pulling me back over here to where we actually moved. And so we ended up coming back over here and picking a different floor plan that we never looked at. And that's what we're in right now. So we went ahead and went forward with it and we decided that day that we were going to customize our own home instead of getting a pre-sold, which is a house that's already built, that someone else basically picked all of the designs for. So once we knew the area that we were going to get and the floor plan that we wanted, we kind of took, I think, maybe a week or a few weeks. It was really quick though, and we kind of just got all of our things together. So we knew that we needed to get everything together so that when we started the actual process of getting pre-approved and starting a contract on our home, we had all of our stuff together. So when I say stuff, and when I have in this binder here, I have tax returns, I have check stubs, I have bank statements, I have W-2s, all of the most important stuff that you can think of is in here. And as you can see, it's quite filled, but yeah, it's all in here and ready to go. So we had all of our stuff together. We knew everything that we needed. We got our pre-approval letter, and it was just game time. So also, let me just mention really quick, I'm kind of going back a little bit, but when you leave the class, you will get, let me show you. You will get a certificate after taking the Home Buyers Assistance class, which will look something like this, and it just has your name, certificate of achievement, and basically that is so that, I'm so sorry you guys, your down payment and closing costs can be paid for as long as you meet a certain credit score. And of course you'll have to pay that back throughout the duration of your loan if you decide to use the certificate, which is a grant. If you decide to use that, you have to pay it back through your home loan. It's like all included in. We did not end up using our certificate because I didn't want to end up paying more money back in my mortgage, because that's kind of how it works. So I did not mention that in the other video. I wanted to really throw that in this video. You do have to pay the loan back. So just FYI. So we had all our stuff together. We had our pre-approval letter. We came and met with our sales agent in this area on March 2nd, I believe. And that day, I had my mom and my sister come up and they watched the babies for us as we came out here. It took about 2 hours. That day, I was excited for because I knew we were going to pick our lot and design the entire home. So I was really, I really underestimated that day because it was very overwhelming just having the opportunity to sit down and pick out paint color and all of that stuff. It was just like, do I want this color? Do I really want this? It was kind of overwhelming. So we came out here to the area, and it's a new subdivision. There were about 5 homes on this side of the street when we came out here on March 2nd to pick our lot. It was complete dirt. There was nothing here. So we could have picked any lot that we wanted. Also, I will say, before we even were able to come out here and do this process, the thought of building a home was always nice, and we always thought, oh, that would be nice to do it, but we never really thought we could do it, because you know, you just think about like dang, like you got to buy land and it's just so hard. You have to purchase the land and all that stuff. But when you move to a new subdivision where they're building homes inside of the subdivision, it's a little bit different. You don't have to buy the land. You just go out and pick the lot that you want your house to sit on inside of the subdivision. And I hope this makes sense. And depending on the lot that you choose, you'll have premium on your house, which will make it a little bit more. Thank God the lot that we chose did not have any extra premium on it, so it's not like we had to pay more for our lot. We just had to, you know, build or add on to the actual house, the base price of the house, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. I'm really no professional, like I said in the beginning. So yeah, we came and we picked our lot. Right now, the house, both sides of the street are filled except for the house directly across from us. They have not even began on it yet. So from March till now, today is July 19th, I think. No, July 21st. Today's July 21st, and there's houses all on my street now. So the process is really, really quick. But yeah, let's get into us customizing everything in our home. So we picked our lot and we put the sold sign on it so nobody else can pick that lot. And it was just so exciting. We took our little picture. I'll try to find a clip of it or a picture of it. My phone got erased right after that, so I don't have that video anymore, but I think it's in a vlog, so I will link it down below. But we put our sold sign up and took a cute little picture on Instagram of us on the lot of where our house is now sitting. Basically, they give you the lot that you chose, not the lot, they gave you the floor plan that you choose. And when you move out into a subdivision like this, there are about 4 or 5 different floor plans that you can choose from 3-bedroom, 2-bath to 4-bedroom, 3-bath, I think. So where you fall in, whichever home you got approved for is what, you know, you're going to be going over. So we had our floor plan that we chose, and then we had a list of options that we can choose from, and also the standard things that come with the home. So the options is everything that you can add to upgrade your home, and then the standard things is everything that already comes with the home when you purchase it. So luckily for us and the builders that we went with, this home comes with a lot of great standard features anyways. So like, for example, our countertops in our bathroom and in our kitchen and stuff like that, we did not go with granite because granite is super, super expensive. But I also know granite, you have to really take care of it. It can crack easily. We had it when I was younger, when we built our house, when I was with, you know, a kid, and my mom built her house. We had granite, and it's just too much work, and it's really, really expensive. It was like $3,000, I think, just for that. So we went with laminate, which still looks really great, but that came with the home, so we didn't have to pay anything extra. There was 4 different colors that we could choose from that already came with the home. So stuff like that, it just makes it really nice because you don't have to spend any extra money on just the countertops and stuff. So that's just an example. But we basically went through the list and decided what features we wanted to add to upgrade our home, to put more equity into our home, and then some of the things that we wanted to keep that were standard. So basically, let me try to think of some options that we put in this home. We got crown molding throughout the entire home and the master bedroom. We didn't put crown molding in the 2 second bedrooms. I'm pretty sure we didn't, but it's in my master, it's in the living room, it's in the kitchen, it's in the hallway. It looks so, so nice. We also upgraded the ceilings. We got slope ceilings, so it's higher. It makes the room look bigger. We upgraded our bathroom with a stand-up separate shower and a soaking tub. We got pendant lighting and can lights, which I'll show you guys in a separate video if you guys don't know what all that is. We also got different type of floors. We got luxury vinyl floors. We were going to get wood floors throughout the entire house, but that is super, super expensive as well. We did have that option going in the beginning, and we took it out because we were like, we can use the money other places. So we did that, and we got a lot of things added into the house we got, I think, about 8 or 9,000 things dollars upgraded into this house to put our kind of spin on it, and also to make it what we wanted and to up the equity on our house before we even move in it. So if you don't know what that means, basically when you get your house appraised, you want to make sure it appraises well, and we wanted to make sure that certain things that we did would make it sell and make it appraised good. So anyways, so that's what we did that day, and it was so exciting. We did all of that, and then we picked out our brick color that we wanted, our paint color on the walls, our siding color, our panel color, everything. So it was very, very overwhelming, because after you do all that, that's when you go under contract with the builder. And when you give them the pre-approval letter, that's when the builder says, okay, we're going to book your job to begin the building process. So we booked our job. Well, we went and we did the contract, picked all of our options and our upgrades and our standard things on March 2nd. Then you have 3 days after that to make any changes. Otherwise, it's locked in, and the builder is going to begin the blueprinting and all that. They're booking your job to begin the process on your house. So we did that on March 2nd. We did change some things in between those 3 days, and then I don't remember what day it was. I think it was April 10th, April 8th, somewhere around there. We met with the field manager, which is the guy that actually goes through and makes sure he has your blueprints. He's making sure everything on the blueprint is what we chose and how we wanted our house built, because what he had on that blueprint is what he was going to build. That's why you can't change anything. There was one mistake on there, and he did allow us to change it. So we had the wrong floor colors, vinyl floor colors, and I'm so glad we were able to change that. So basically that's everything that happens when you are going into building your home. You have to think about customizing everything, how you want this, how you want that. It's very overwhelming, but very, very exciting. So from March 2nd is when we started the whole process. They began on our lot on April 12th, I believe. So to give you guys a little timeline, March 2nd, we started the contract. April 12th, April 13th is when they actually started digging our footings and started preparing our lot, laying cement and all of that stuff. And then July 29th is when we got our keys. So March, April, May, June 29th is when we got our keys. So March, April, I say March, April, May, June, so 4 months, but they actually started on our house in April. So April, May, June, and it took 3 months, and our house was finished, and now we're inside of our house. So the whole process was such a good experience. I recommend all of you guys to take the home buyers assistance class, because you get so much information, and it really helps you to kind of process everything and begin making steps to better your credit score if you need to, which is what we did as well. And then to just go ahead and get out there and start looking at houses and starting the process, because if it was never for that class, I don't think we would have been in a house, let's see, February, March, April, May, June, 4 months later. And I think everything happens. I really, really believe everything happens for a reason. Last January, when we went to try to start the process for a house, it just really was not, we were not ready at all. We were not ready. And a year later, we were finally able, and God is so good. He put us in our home. We have been wanting and dreaming about it for so long. This house is literally perfect for us. It's the perfect size. Our house is about 1,500 square feet, but we came from 1,000 square foot apartment. So if you can imagine the difference, we have our own space now. We're not on top of each other. It's in our budget. So it's just so awesome, and we cannot thank God enough. But that pretty much sums up everything from the beginning process to building the home. If there are any other videos that you guys want to see, like after you build the home, I don't know, there's a lot of other things that are kind of involved as well, but I just wanted to cover like the process of getting approved and starting like the customizations of the home. that's basically it. But if there's any other videos that you guys want to see related to this topic, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I really hope I didn't miss anything. My sales agent was great. Closing and everything was great. I'm still kind of like in shock because, like I said, this whole process went relatively smooth. I didn't mention though that when the process begins of when you're submitting all of your documents, you're gonna do all of that with whatever lender you go through, and then it's gonna go pretty quiet and you're gonna be like wondering why you're not hearing anything. So for like a month we were just kind of like going through our days, we weren't hearing nothing, everything was all good. And then the month that we were supposed to close, like the last 2 weeks, we were just resubmitting everything. They want to see your savings account, where's your money coming from. They're wanting to see everything before they say, just to make sure you're good and you're a good risk, before they give you that loan, before they approve you for that loan. So we knew we were approved fairly quickly. Like, it went through the whole underwriting process fairly quickly. I will say I was very, very anxious during that process because I was like, what if they find something, or what if they question this? And it's just like so overwhelming. But or I was so anxious, but the process went really, really smoothly, thank God. They didn't find anything. They did have us write a few statements on, like, sometimes we use cash and it wasn't traceable, so that can sometimes get in the way, but it was fine. Like I said, we're just so thankful. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out so you can join the family. I'm Jasmine Marie, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.